guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yvonne and this is STICKYMESS17. My channel is all about cleaning information, inspiration and motivation. So if you're interested, please like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you're notified every Wednesday and Sunday at 10 a.m. when I upload a new video. This is now going to move on to part 2. So we've just had a quick recap of what the last video is. If you haven't had a look, go check out my most recent video, as well as I'll probably have it linked in the description box as well. I'm finishing off from the last video, and I need to clean the mirror, but I'm using the e-cloth multi-purpose cloth and the e-cloth polishing cloth just with water, and it leaves no streaks. And then I'm going to move on to vacuuming the rooms. I'm just using my Dyson V10. I've had this thing for years. I've clobbered it a couple of times and I've got duct tape on it, but it still works, so I don't care. And for the most part, Sally runs around and does my vacuuming, and then I'm going to run over with my e-cloth multi-purpose deep clean mop, and that is also again with just water, and it leaves the floors nice and clean and streak free. I am washing it out in between rooms because the floor is absolutely disgusting.
My head, did you really mean the words you said? Yeah.
The mop just has like a soft backing, and the actual head has like a Velcro type thing on it. So it's just a matter of standing on it, and it, you know, hook and loops it into the mop, and so there's no additional pressing of it, no touching it or anything like that, which is much better than these, like, in my opinion, the flash mops that you have a wet pad that dries out super quickly, or you have to stick your dirty fingers on it. I mean, this is like little tabs that you can pull it off and whack it straight in the washing machine. I wash mine with my towels, so no fabric softener, because that clogs the microfibers, and then also on a boil wash with my towels twice a week. Oh, as obviously my towels get done twice a week, but as the cloths are used, I just whack them in the wash with my towels. Let me know down in the description box, the comments box down below, whether you'd like me to do a morning routine and what sort of I get up to on a day that I'm actually feeling good and get up to do the breakfast and the school run and all that. Obviously, I'm not going to show you my daughter, and I'm not going to show you the school run or anything else, just my morning routine and what I sort of get on with in the day. So do let me know in the comments box down below if that is something you'd like to see.
I hurt no one when all is said and done. Just tell me that I'm worth it. Tell me I'm the only one, yeah. Baby, it's been so long. I'm calling out your name. Do you think of me? Just tell me if you feel the same. I will leave the lights on in case you're coming back. Do you think of me sometimes?
So in my office, I have two bins. I have a grey bin, which is my recycling, and I have a white bin, which is the charity bin. So during the course of the week, I will put things into the white bin and then put them into the box so that they can go to the charity shop. We have a free charity shop in our local area that does household or anything, clothes, appliances, whatever, and it's given to the community for free. So I like supporting them, and whilst I'm on my decluttering journey, it means that my stuff has had a new life, which also makes it easier to get rid of stuff because I know it's going to be moved on and rather than put into landfill. So I've had some washing just hanging up in the office for a couple of days a week, and I was too lazy to use the dryer. The weather's been so nice, but it was a bit late to hang it out when it was washed, so I hung it up in my office and forgot about it. I need to put the stuff away and fold it and collapse the area that has been sat in my office for 2 weeks.
Just take a look at yourself. Do you really think it's gonna help if you always fighting yourself, trying to forget how you felt? Just take a look at yourself. Can't even be your own friend, cause you're always just stuck in your head. How do you think it's gonna end? Nothing that they could do.
When I'm sorting laundry out, I find the easiest way to do it is to sort it out into baskets or rooms, however you feel it better. I do like to separate it out. That way I'm not going backwards and forwards, room to room, with the same basket, and I can just take one basket in, sort out that room's laundry or stuff that's been lying around in the catch-all basket or whatever, and I'm not having to bounce around. So technically it's more time productive, and it works for me. But let me know down in the comments what works for you.
Be anything that we want. You think if they said it, then they must mean it. So you should feel it. Somehow you think that you need it. Others' opinions to know how you're feeling, to know if you're losing or winning, left behind or within it. If you're sinking or swimming, existing or living. Nothing that they could do, nothing that they could say, nothing that they could do to take all the pain away. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't.
In case you're wondering, and no, you probably won't, my bed is not made because I've got my duvet in the quilt, whatever you want to call a comforter, in the tent, so that I've got a bit of comfort in the night and to keep warm, because the temperature does get pretty cold, and we're going to be sleeping in the tent, as I said earlier. Well, in my last video anyway.
We could be anything that we want, but we could be everything, anything that we say we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, anything that we say we could be. We could be anything that we want.
So now that's the laundry done, the bedroom's done, the floors are nice and clean. I am now going to move on to the living room so that I can sort out my daughter's toys, organise them and pack them away so that they are easier to find for her, bless her. Easiest way to sort things out, I know it makes more mess in the beginning, but it's easiest way to sort out for me is to just tip everything out and start afresh. Start with a blank canvas, and then you can know that everything is back in its correct box, and it's just easier to organize. Now that everything has been tipped out and reorganized, I have noticed that a lot of stuff has fallen down the back of the sofa, or between the seats. So I'm going to move the sofa and give it a good clean as well. And then I'm also going to give the table a good scrub, because I will wipe it down in a minute and see just how much dirt and marks there are. So I'm going to get out the power paste and give that a good scrub. So here I'm using the Flexi Edge Duster from eCloth, not sponsored by eCloth, even though I love them absolutely, and I use them in every single video, and my alarm's going off. I do want to say that I do use the e-cloth a lot, and again, as I said, not sponsored, but the Flexi Edge Duster, it does come in real handy for getting like around the covings on the fans into hard to reach areas. But for the most part, today I'm just using it to dust all the surfaces. I will have to do the fire with a wet cloth because there's some marks on it, but it's good to just get in there and get rid of any dust and cobwebs all around, and you'll see how disgusting it is just on my lounge. Now I'm going to go, as I say, around the coving and pick up anything that might have grown or spun its web, but thankfully there wasn't. But there is a lot of dirt, as well as these fans do collect quite a bit of dust, so it's good to just run the duster over, I don't know, probably every couple of months, depending how much you use them and how much they sit in. Having the transparent blades is really handy because I can see how much dirt is on top of the blades and when they need a clean. So on the television, I have just used an e-cloth multi-purpose cloth with just water, and I'm using the polishing cloth just to get rid of any residue, any marks, and also buff up the screen so that there's no fingerprints or things like that on the screen. Very easy, and it doesn't damage the television. I am the person that used to clean the television with furniture polish and found out since how bad it was. Now, the Scrub Daddy comes with a Scrub Mummy sponge, and I'm going to use it on this table. It does say do not use it on like a varnish surface, which this has got like a lacquer type varnish on it, but I really don't give a monkeys about this table anymore, and yeah, it was sort of left. So I'm going to clean it as best I can, and if it gets damaged in the process, who cares? Because I really don't. And then I'm going to scrub it down, and it will leave a bit of a residue, but I found even if I use the magic erasers, it also sort of takes up a bit of the, yeah, it damages the table a bit, but it does come up. Whether I'm going to retreat it or what, I don't know, or just chuck it, I don't know. Well, we'll see. So now I've got two cloths. I've got the kitchen cloth and the multi-purpose cloth here that I'm just wiping down the table just to pick up the residue as quick as I can, because I'm getting absolutely shattered now. I've still got to mop and vacuum the floor, but it is coming up really well, and I think all the marks have gone. But you will see a bit of a residue at the end. So again, now I'm going over with my Dyson V10, just making sure that all the bits are up off the floor, and I will be moving the sofas as well, because Sally can't get underneath them, and I don't move the sofas every day. So it's just a case of moving them as best I can and getting all the dirt underneath. And not just that, because hay fever's around at the moment, I don't want pollen left in my lounge. So any vacuuming that I can do to get rid of any pollen and residue in my home will obviously make our lives a lot better. So as you've seen now, I've done the same on the other side and moved the little chair out the way, and I'm going to vacuum it, mop it and whatever else. And my treadmill is on wheels, so before anyone comes at me that I'm moving 150 kilo whatever it weighs, treadmill, it is on wheels, so it does make it very light and simple, as well as it's on hard floor to pull and maneuver about, as is my sofa. So here I'm going to go ahead and use my Flex Edge duster again to just dust down my the treadmill, and just make sure that it's a bit dust free, because as I say, I want to get rid of the pollen in the house. And then I'm going to move on to the floor, which I'm going to use my E-Cloth multi-floor deep clean cloth with just water, and scrub the floors down and then let them air dry. I've got the doors open, the windows open, so that it's nice and airy in my home, just to let more pollen in. Logical. Well, now that's another big job done. The floors are done, the dusting and the doors open and everything. So that is it for today, guys. I'm going to run the Dyson just up my stairs and see how far I can get. I know the battery's on its last legs, but I wanted to see how far I can get. Well, or not. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on those notification bell so that you're notified every Wednesday and Sunday at 10 a.m. when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to look after yourselves and charge those batteries. Hee hee. Take care. See you soon. Bye.